All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chatroom with Mex. It has been a hot week. Oh my God, this week has just been too hot. Starting from Two Baba himself, Two-Face Idibia, and Senator Natasha, his wife, um, going over all the way to hey God, it's just too many things to talk about. So I hope you're ready. I hope you have your popcorn ready because when we return, we're going to begin the show, and I promise you, it's going to be interesting. Let's go there. It's your boy Max. I want to introduce a show to you. It's called Chatroom with Max. All right, welcome to Chatroom with Max. Today you're joining us with three amazing people. We're expecting a special guest who will be joining in soon. Today we have, let's begin introduction with Debbie. Hi Debbie, how are you doing? Welcome to Chatroom with Max. Welcome again. We can't hear you, you're muted. You're muted.
Oh, hi, Dean. Thank you for having me once again.
Yes. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have you. And of course, you all know our number one trouble causing table shaker member. This person, anytime she roll her head like that, is trouble. There's war somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacinta. Welcome, Jacinta. How are you doing today?
Hi, Minister Max. I'm very well. Hi, Debbie. Happy Sunday to you all. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Well, how has the whole social media buzz been going? Because I know you were just sending me link back to back. Oh, Minister Max, have you seen this? Minister Max, have you seen that? Today, we're going to do justice to all the topics we have to talk about today. So are you girls ready?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, let's do this. So let's first of all begin with Two-Face Idibia. The legend himself, Two-Face Idibia. Did you guys hear about what happened to Two-Face Idibia in the UK? I believe that's where he is.
hmm.
Okay. So I'll take that as a yes. That on Jacinta's remark. I'll take that as a yes. So let's first of all begin from the beginning of Two-Face's issue. Two-Face was married to, or should I, is he still married to Annie? Because so
Yeah.
far, okay,
Yes. You're still married.
okay, they are still married. So Two-Face was married to Annie Idibia, and something happened after so many years. Decided to leave Annie. We've talked about this part on the show. Now we're here at this point where he now met Natasha. As a matter of fact, the topic for our show today, we have two main topics. We'll be talking about the last one as a subtopic. The topic for our show, ladies and gentlemen, when we're putting this topic together, we're like, oh my God, help us. The topic is the Two-Face dump his African queen for an African warrior. The
Exactly.
Two-Face dump his African queen for an African warrior. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Two-Face actually dumped Annie, his African queen, to marry Natasha, quote and unquote, who people call allegedly African warrior? Do you think that was a right move? Do you think that move was in his best interest? So first of all, let's begin with Natasha and Two-Face. With everything going on about Natasha and Two-Face, what do you girls think? Do you girls think that Two-Face is in this marriage with his clear eye? Because allegedly, a lot of people are saying out there that Two-Face is not in this marriage with his clear eye. As a matter of fact, now Two-Face's mom has come out to say that they did juju on her son. And people are beginning to think that juju conspiracy is true. What do you girls think? Do you think Two-Face is into this with his clear eyes or he is not? Debbie, let's start from you.
Okay, so I think he's in it with his clear eyes. I don't think there's any juju involved in this. Nah, no juju involved in this. He went into it with his clear eyes. Obviously, he has seen a little bit of shaky from Annie, but I think he's seen premium one from Natasha. So from frying
Premium
pan to fire.
cheese. Okay. So you think Two-Face went into this with his clear eye, and all he's experiencing is just from Frampan to fire. Jacinta, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Two-Face went into this marriage with Natasha with clear eyes, or something full and come?
Yeah, Two-Face went into this marriage with his clear eyes.
All right, so I think Jacinta's network is hanging. So
I
I
will
don't
not
know.
say there is any
Hold on, hold on,
juju.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Your network is hanging.
I will not say there is.
Wait now, auntie, calm down. Let's get your network back. I don't know. This is your network. We need to send some spiritual forces to that your area. Yeah. So while Jacinta's network is getting ready, everybody, welcome, 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 welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Today we're talking about Natasha and Two-Face. We're also talking about a story of a guy who, was slapped when he proposed. So, Jacinta, are you back with your network?
Yes, my network was okay.
All right, your network was skipping. Now we see him from here. All right, so go ahead,
Okay.
start again with answer the question, please.
Two-Face went into the marriage with his clear eyes. There was nothing like it was hypnotized or juju. You can a man of 50 years. His mother shouldn't have come out to say such a thing. I'm sorry, but you can't tell me that he that was his choice, and he's receiving his consequences. So I think I will reserve for more, but nobody forced him into that marriage. So whatever that is being dished out to him, let him eat it very well. It is well served. So let him enjoy the meal.
All right, thank you very much for that honest answer. Let's take a comment from the comment section. If you're just joining us, welcome, and don't forget to introduce yourself. We have a comment from Rachel. She says, "I think he just met his match. He walked over Annie, in my opinion, but this Natasha is what he needs. She won't take nonsense like Annie did." Okay. She furthermore says, "There is no juju anywhere. He was looking for peace that he couldn't even give himself. Him better stay with him peace of mind, though." So I believe Natasha is his peace of mind. Okay. So we saw everything that has been going on social media, and on Daddy Freeze's live. Daddy Freeze brought Two-Face on, and some things transpired on Daddy Freeze's life, and we want to touch that a little bit. Let's touch that a little bit and see exactly what people had to say about it. So, in the meantime, it came to our notice, or allegedly, that his wife Natasha has been maltreating him. She has maltreated him so much that a lot of Nigerians have decided to help Two-Face to save Tubaba from this maltreatment, from this abuse. Would you girls agree that Two-Face allegedly is being maltreated by his peace of mind African warrior Natasha?
I don't think he's being maltreated. I feel like she knows how he is. Everybody knows Two Face with his baby mama saga and all of that, and she doesn't want that to happen again. So she's just keeping him in check
Nobody
as Two
is
Face.
maltreating Two-Face. Like I said earlier,
All right, thank you very much. While Debbie is trying to adjust her camera and get her camera steady, because that thing have moved like 150 million times already. Um, let's let's keep going. So nobody is maltreating Two-Face. What about the slaps allegedly that was dished out to Two Baba? Do you guys think that these slaps were well deserved, or do you think that Natasha took it overboard? Or do you think that, hey, maybe it's hormones that made Natasha give him that buzz boost like that?
Minister Max, can I say something? Okay. Um, Two Face is this kind of man that will be hurting a woman, and he's so tricky and a very funny human being that on the outside he looks very innocent, like his name, calm and cool, so gentle. But right inside, he's that rat that will be eating you and be blowing you. So getting to Natasha have to voice out because Annie was so much in love with Two Face that she ignored a lot of things that really build up, and Two Face didn't deal with this aspect of him. So getting to Natasha will not allow you to abuse her, humiliate her while she keeps quiet. A lot of people are saying it's because she's from Edo State. No, she just met a woman who does not take nonsense. Two Face has a lot of nonsense, which you should have know how to fix it. You don't keep, if you can listen to one of the video. I don't they tell you, no, they shout me, no, they shout me. Now this is it. There's this kind of men that they keep doing some certain things to their women because we women we dey mumu when we love too much, so we don't pay attention to these things. Then we allow them to keep on making us with this, and then we suppress it. So I think that slap was well deserved and well slapped in order to wake him up so that he will understand life and put things rightly.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry, maybe it's just me, but Debbie, can you see Jacinta very clearly, or is she skipping from her end?
It looks a bit okay. She's okay now.
Jacinta, can
She,
you go out and come back? I need the people to be able to see your face very well when you are talking, especially when you are making these interesting statements. So, you guys heard what Jacinta said. Jacinta said Two-Face deserved the bullseye, the slaps that Natasha gave to him because he himself has a lot of nonsense going on or that went on. So, Debbie, but first of all, before we go to Debbie and take some comments, we just want to say this, right? We do not condone or tolerate any violence here in chat room. We are not advocating for violence. So we're having a civil conversation, and we want to learn from everybody's perspective. So let's take some comments. Rachel says, he's always been a very irresponsible man, and his mom always makes excuses for him. She furthermore says, I agree with you, Jacinta. Everyone sees him as a good man, as a good, humble, and perfect one, but didn't see he was the bad one here in these women's lives. Natasha just won't take that. Natasha just won't take what Annie took. Wahoo. Okay, okay. So people are hearing the comments, and people are hearing what Jacinta is saying. So if you're just joining, if you are agreeing that Two-Face, Jacinta, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are agreeing that Two-Face deserved what Natasha did to him, that is giving him the basbos, say you agree and tell us why you agree in the comment section. Okay? Rachel furthermore says, if them born and well, make him go give woman belly now while with Natasha. You agree with that comment, Abby?
Exactly. Because the only thing he knows how to do is to piss everywhere. Everywhere Two Face goes, he piss. He piss here, piss here, piss here, piss here. And Annie was just there looking at him. Now, God has blessed him with his kind. Oh my God. God gave him his kind, and now his kind is serving him woto woto. He will repent. He hasn't seen anything. He will confess Jesus Christ is Lord.
Hallelujah. Okay. So, Jacinta, you seem so excited. You seem so happy that Two-Face is receiving what he's receiving.
Yes.
Okay. Let's watch this video real quick, and then we'll talk about this more in detail, because this is just something else. Okay, this is something else. Let's go there.
You need to shut the fuck up. You need to just shut the fuck up. You need to shut the fuck up, man. You need to shut the fuck up. Damn free. Innocent. You should see us together. Now, so what you do? Then what does that? People will say you come back and make it. Now,
I'll just be fast forwarding because there are some things that it's not necessary for us to see. So this is when he was arrested in the UK. You
Yeah.
can see people talking, and that's Natasha, I believe, coming out from the bus. Okay. And this is them in the supermarket, where they had another beef in the supermarket. Hey. So apparently, Two-Face is going through a lot, and on behalf of his fans, why they look me like that, Jacinta? Hey God! On behalf of his fans, we want to say, Baba, I'm sorry you are going through this hard time. Yeah, this is a trying time for you, my brother. This is a trying time.
He should go through it.
You see how funny life is, right? How funny life is. If it was the other way around, where Two-Face was the one giving out boost now, everybody will be shouting, why is he slapping a woman? Why is he slapping the woman? But the woman is slapping the man. And what two of you here, plus the one in the comment section, is saying that yes.
Minister Meg.
Yes.
Minister Met.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
You know that there are some men that have this narcissistic personality that they will jack a woman to a point that woman will scream in the public and will not know when she has screamed out. That is the kind of personality that Two-Face is. So now, if you see why Daddy Freeze was on the show and he called them on the show, you can see Two-Face attitude. Even when the wife was like talking, he was shouting, shut the f up, shut the F up, shut the F up. And the wife like, let them see us together. And he was, now, did you see he had this provoking attitude? And I swear, if me to be with somebody like Two-Face, with it, I not gonna know when I go come out slap, give him. I not gonna know when I don't slap him. Because his attitude and the way he behave, it's so annoying that you don't know when you have given him that slap. So I'm sorry. I'm not a woman, I'm not a man beater. But there's a level that a man provokes you. You will forget that he's your man and you will raise your hand. And this kind of people of two-face. So nobody should blame Natasha for that.
All right, thank you very much. This your network is just horrible today, Jacinta. I wish your network was clear. But for some reason, we can't really see you. You're just skipping and doing as if you are doing slow motion dance. So what you're saying is there's a point that it gets to where
Debbie,
you.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear him. But you're skipping.
So what Jacinta is just saying or trying to say is there's a point that.
Mr. Max is.
What is it, Jacinta?
Yeah, you know, sometimes look blurry. You too, you don't go like that. So I don't know where the networking is coming from.
Let me not talk too much before you come and slap me through the phone. Tell me that you get some time where you could do something where they go use you slap. Yeah. So, so what Jacinta is trying to say is it gets to a point where it's okay to worst person slap a B. Well, me personally, I do not think. Debbie, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, Jacinta, to an extent, I don't agree with you because I don't support violence in any form and any gender. I don't even think as a woman, it's the same way as saying it will get to a point that he will provoke her, that she will slap him. It's the same way even for men. Women provoke men too. And still, if the man raises hand on her, it's a problem. Same thing here. She has no right whatsoever to actually slap him. Let's be frank. Let's put it there. She has no right whatsoever to lay her hands on him, no matter what it is.
Yeah, if you listen to what I said, I didn't say she has the right. No, she didn't have the right. Yes, but I'm saying the kind of person that innocent two-face is, he has this provocating attitude. You know, there are some certain things that some of these men will do. They feel it is okay. Now, the person of Natasha, allegedly, like they said, she's into D word. And when they've got into that cloud, there's nothing that you can tell them. They can do anything before they will realize. That's the more reason why even Annie could not go the extra, because there was something inside. There was this weakness for her man. And then if you check Natasha, Natasha has a purpose. She's a business partner. Not be marriage, Natasha can't do. She's there for partnership. Because when I listen to the live stream that the Freeze have with the manager and everything, I could understand why Natasha was acting like that.
All right, thank you very much. Let's take some comments. This is interesting. This is I like those. I like your view, Jacinta. This is interesting. Let's take this comment from Rachel. She says, we should be asking him what he did to make her angry enough to slap him. Eh? Two-Face, what did you do or say to him? LOL. Furthermore says, but on a serious note, joke apart, no one should be hitting anyone. However, I like that she is not being gentle or giving him too much space. She just shouldn't be slapping him though. Okay. This is what I think, right? This is what I think. I think Natasha came from the zone of a side chick to the main chick.
Yeah.
And because she's now the main chick from the side chick, she knew how she came into being the main chick. So you have to protect the methodology, the pathways at which you use to become the main chick, so nobody pushes you to be an ex and the side chick now becomes the main chick. So do I think that Two-Face gaslighted Natasha? Because clearly that's what everybody's talking about, gaslighting. Everybody's talking about gaslighting. Jacinta alluded towards gaslighting, where Two-Face would do. I don't know when Jacinta started living with Two-Face in his house to know Two-Face like that. Or maybe allegedly, Jacinta and Two-Face might have run one or two together. That Jacinta now know Two-Face even up to his bedroom. Yeah.
Yes, I know Two-Face very. I know him very well.
How do you know Two-Face? Let's know how you know Two-Face first of all.
When I was growing up, and when I was in secondary school, Two-Face used to run after us.
Hmm?
When he does music that he gives voice, we were there around them. Let's not go into those things. But I know the kind of person.
This is interesting. Jacinta, tell us more.
Leave
With
the
your
interesting part.
African Queen Bantu nuts. Please tell us more. Were you in the video? Were you in the music video?
I don't see you for
I know Two-Face very well. And I just, that's why when people talk about he's very innocent, he's quiet, is this, yes, but you see the gaslighting part that he has. It's something he needs to work on it.
We have a comment for you from the conversation. I'm sorry, let me read this comment. So, Tosan is in the house. She says, Madam, Two-Face na first tag boy.
Which first tag? Which first tag?
Oh, God. So, let's keep going. We have Shifaramo says, we lived with Two-Face and Plantation Boys in Festac.
So
Except you say you live in Festac.
Oga, Two-Face was in Benue State, Makurdi to be precise, before he moved to Festac to rest.
Okay. Furthermore says, talk where you live for Festac.
oh. First to know Two-Face. Please, when did you know Two-Face and when did Tosan know Two-Face? Let's know when.
Let's know exactly the timeline. Okay. When was Two-Face running after you, Jacinta?
Now, Tosan know Two-Face when he moved to Festac. I knew Two-Face when I was growing up in Benue State, Makurdi to be precisely. So you shouldn't bring that. I'm not talking about Festac. I'm talking about where I live and I grew up.
Okay, so you knew Two-Face childhood.
And I'm not trying to play a notice me that I want Two-Face to recognize me. No, I don't have time for that. So Tosan, please, I'm not looking for something that to say. I'm not looking for something to say. Hey, Two-Face. No, I'm not proud of him. So don't get it twisted.
A whole
All right,
living legend.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mute Excel says, Madam, you are part of his ex.
Talk true.
So you be part of Two-Face ex. Tosan says, that na past tense we call childhood and adulthood, no be the same thing, Madam.
You said there, Tosan, no shit.
Okay, Kebute says, Madam, what was your relationship with Two-Face at then? Or then, what was your relationship with Two-Face?
That shouldn't be anybody's business.
Okay, so let's keep going. We have people who are saying that Two-Face deserves maltreatment from Natasha because of what he did to Annie, and that Annie was soft with Two-Face, but Natasha is being firm and stern with Two-Face. So if you are watching right now, do you agree, Tosan, and Okemute, and everybody else watching, do you agree that Natasha is right in wasn't Two-Face and abusing Two-Face, slapping him up and down, calling the police to arrest him? Do you agree that that is okay in Two-Face's relationship because of the kind of person Two-Face is, or do you think she's just going too far? Let's see what you're going to say in the comment section. While we wait for them to respond, now, with what Daddy Freeze did, a lot of people came for Daddy Freeze, saying that Daddy Freeze shouldn't have brought Two-Face on the live the way Two-Face, came on. When he noticed that was going on, he should have ended the live immediately or took Two-Face down from the live immediately. Do you guys think Daddy Freeze did anything wrong in letting the live continue even while noticing the catastrophe that was going on in Two-Face's house at that point? What are your thoughts?
No, that the face didn't do anything wrong as far as I'm concerned. It's for the views. Let the masses watch and see what's going on in your family. If you're not ready to turn it off yourself, then free to air. Let's all see it. So to me, that the priest didn't do anything wrong. He was already on his live. If you didn't want your family business outside, you can easily come out of the live. It's not that hard.
Okay, thank you very much. Jacinta?
Well, Two-Face didn't bring the scene on social media. Something prompted that because, wherever he goes, everybody takes the camera around. And I think everybody or whosoever that was accusing Daddy Freeze, they didn't do well. When because of the kind of person that he is, you knew that there's already a controversy online, and you were called to clarify, and then he still play out his personality since he can't hide it. So for him to play out was already to vindicate Daddy Freeze that what they were saying, some were alleging, became truth because he came out and still displayed the same character. So the people who are blaming Daddy Freeze is just because it's a social media space. Everybody has their mouth. They can say anything besides their data and their internet. So they can say whatever they want to say. But I think the message was passed. And all of these things were happening for Annie to be to like for her victory, because a lot of people insulted her and said a lot of things. And Minister Mays, they were saying Annie was on D. Nobody knew that it was Two-Face that was doing all of those things. And he now met someone who is already in the world, and they click together. And then they are both pushing it back to back.
Sorry, hold on, Jacinta. Hold on. Let me get you clear here. You said it was Two-Face that was giving Annie the D.
Who introduced her to it?
The same way you are saying it's Ned that introduced Regina to it.
As in, at this
So
point
is
now,
it now? Are we now blaming men? Are we now beginning to put the blame on men? Whenever women misbehave, we blame it on the man that is the man that introduced her to it. Is that what we're doing now? Because I don't get it.
Okay.
Make it make sense. I do not get it. Hold on there before you come and tell me I gave you D now to go and drink. Listen, every human have a right to their decision.
you're not a baby.
Do not say in a public, national, international media space, accusing Two-Face, the legendary Two Baba, of financing or giving Annie D when you have no proof that he did. If Annie was on D and it's established that Annie was on D, then Annie was on D, except if it comes out to light that Two Baba gave Annie D. But for you to come out and just allege that Annie got a D from Two-Face, it was Two-Face that pushed her to it, please, it's high time people begin to take responsibility for their actions. If you want to take D, take the D. Don't blame your husband. Go ahead, Jacinta. It's annoying.
Minister, this was her husband. They were friends. They were doing things together. And I will tell you that it's because Annie refused. She plays a very matured role. And she refused refused to answer anybody. And when it becomes too much, she went to the rehab and she came out and she's doing well. And I will still say it. If you say I shouldn't say it was too baba, because everybody should take responsibility of his or her actions. They were married and they were doing stuff together. A lot of people go into things because they want to make their husbands happy, they want to make their wives happy, and they both go into it together. Annie and Two-Face, this was their routine. And who introduced Annie to it? It was her husband. Because if your husband will not stop you of what you are doing, then he likes it. So I will
Jacinta,
still
sorry,
stand
there
on
are
my word.
Do.
sorry,
Regina
Jacinta,
Daniel
there are a
came
lot
out
of
and
things.
cried out.
Hold on, hold on.
Regina Daniel
Let's hear
cried
let's
out
hear
and
from
said,
Debbie.
yes,
Let's hear from Debbie. Debbie, go ahead. Hold on,
I used
Jessica.
to do it. This is what you used to encourage me.
Hmm.
So he likes it when she was doing it.
Jacinta,
Hold on,
there are a
Jessica.
lot of
Hold
things that you are saying that is making you look as if, because me, there are some things I'm just hearing now. And he went to rehab. When? Who said? And then you're saying that he was encouraging her to take drugs. She decided, okay, have you watched young rich and no young African and rich, or young rich and famous African, something like that? Did you see how Annie was in that show? Annie was obviously like a drug addict on that
Oh,
show. If you see the way
yeah.
she'll be twitching her head like this.
You are not.
And you're telling, and there was nowhere online that said Annie went to rehab. There was no space in which I did not see Annie online, even after the breakup of between her and Two Face. There was no break. She was online back to back, even to her birthday this year. She was online. So I don't know the space in which she went to rehab and she got clean. And the whole talk about Two Face
Oh, then
encouraging her to take drugs. Doesn't she have a mind of her own? No, that's even a problem. Because you guys keep on saying that the spouses are making them do this, making them do this. Don't you have a mind of your own? Are you not human? Are you not an adult? Are you not a matured being to know that this is wrong and this is not good for your health? Okay, now you're taking drugs now, and your husband is telling you take more, take more, take more, and you know you will die. You will keep on taking drugs. Does that even make sense at all? Why would I be taking drugs because someone wants me to take drugs? It doesn't make sense. If you want to be with someone who takes drugs, go and be with the person who takes drugs and leave me with my health.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Debbie. Thank you very much for that. That very, very important point. Jessica, do you want to rebuttal on what Debbie just said? Jessica. Jessica, do you want to rebuttal on what Debbie said, or are you quiet now? Or have your network decided to hang your mouth? Anyway, let's take a
well,
comment.
maybe I don't know how long she was not on the social media space not to know that. And I how long she was on the she was on the social media space without her knowing that Annie went for rehab.
All right, let's pause
Because I
right here.
also watched the show that she's talking about.
Let's pause. Let's pause right here. Let's pause right
And
here.
I believe that Annie's life is more packed together now. And
Of course, Annie's life will be more packed together now.
It's
But
even more back together because of people that are helping her. A lot of women are helping her behind the scenes. A
yeah,
lot of women are helping her who will not want to make her look like she's better after the breakup with a man. If you were to leave Annie alone, Annie is going to break down massively.
okay. Let's take some comments because I see somebody in the comment section is trying to. Hold on now. Wait, now let me get your mother. Calm down. Wait. Oh God. If I, you know what? Let's go. Let's go on a commercial break. We'll be right back. Uh-uh. Don't make me take us to commercial break. Oh. Guys, if you are watching and you have not shared, I'm very, very angry with you. Don't make me send our African warrior, Natasha, to your house. Okay? Make sure you share, okay? Share and start liking. I can't see any like on that screen. Start liking where you're watching from, please. Okay? Thank you very much. Before people come and say I made you go to take drugs. Okay. Let's let's keep going. So Rachel says, okay, Rachel says, my comment is supposed to be an irony. Okay, I believe that was her previous comment. She furthermore says that I understand what Jacinta is saying. Let's face reality. He drove her into insanity. However, she had the choice of walking away. Furthermore says, Debbie, what do you think drove her to that point? It's easy to say your spouse can't make you do things, but in reality, it does happen. Your
But we
spouse
know
can
that
drive
work the
you to the point where you start to act irrational. I believe that's what she wants to say. I completely understand what Jacinta said. She had the choice of walking away, but walking away isn't easy either. The same way people in abusive marriages
Oh,
find it hard to walk away. Okay. Mr. Eugene is in the house. He says, I greet you all. I'm watching from Nigeria. Welcome, welcome, sir. And Okemute says, Madam Jacinta, don't forget, she's into the Nollywood business. And almost all of the celebrities are into D. So stop blaming Two-Face
you
because he
know.
broke your heart years back.
okay, Mute.
Mm, 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 Jacinta is acting from a place of anger.
What?
Don't provoke me to anger. Okay. Rachel
Minister,
says, you have to be open-minded and understand marriage to understand what Jacinta is trying to say. Okay. Go ahead,
very
Jacinta. Go
that's
ahead,
what
Jacinta.
I wanted to come to Debbie. Debbie said something that a lot of women are helping this lady behind back, this, that. But Debbie, if you have ever been in love and you've ever loved a man to a point, there are some certain things that they will make you do, and you ask yourself if this is you. The only prayer is that God should connect us with the right people who will not drive us insane. And I thank Mommy Repair for that enlightenment to make it, because I felt she will understand with me, but I like it that she understand where I was going to. When a woman loves a man, she can go through to the extreme to do anything.
Hold
And
on,
sometimes
Jacinta.
they
Hold on,
even lose
Jacinta. Hold on.
themselves.
Hold on. We have a call coming in. Let's get this call real quick, okay? Hello. Welcome to Chat Room with Max.
Good evening. This is Tosan.
Hi, Tosan. Jacinta's bestie.
Okay, let me just drop something. First of all, I know Two-Face well. I don't know him in Benue, but I know him when they started knowing Plantation Boys. In fact, the guy who joined where they near a house, where would they go? So I know him. I know Annie. I know all of them. About the D team, everybody has their perspectives. Because I know Annie. And Natasha, I don't know her better, my sister. The thing is, everybody sees life different. Annie see life as love. Natasha see life as being a strong Benin woman.
Wow.
I remember that time that when we Two-Face had this club in First Stack, all of us will go. Annie go fight you like say she won't die for man matter. Jesus Christ. Annie, instead of her to face the Two-Face that was disturbing the girls, she will now be facing the girls. Face the target. So my point is, Annie, whether that Two-Face carry ammo or that Two-Face introducer or whatever the thing is, Annie was too love-stricken to see road. Natasha, first when they cry, they see road, I be Natasha. Yes, she still like her, but she dey see road, and she needed to be strong. I'm not supporting violence. Come on, that's not good, But Natasha na Benin girl, and anybody when know Benin people go know stay they strong. You understand? So Natasha too, not be say she be saying she said they do the deed, but her eye dey ground. She no let love cover her eye. Even if she might fight any girl outside, but she go face the target, wey be the Two-Face. But Annie that time, I don't know when they now started making so much money and they moved to Lekki, Koyodo State. I don't really know, but when we were in first stack, Annie go trace you reach your house. She will beat hell out of you, fight you, cause you tear all your body.
When I was saying from friend,
one of the reasons why that club fell, because that club was the reigning club in first stack. Everybody wanted to be there. Everybody tired for fight now.
So are you saying Annie ruined Two-Face business, club business?
I must no, it's not me go talk down, God forbid. I'm just if people are saying Two-Face, Naim give Annie the D or whatever.
Yeah.
Annie go take her because she was so much in love with Two-Face. She wasn't seeing road again. Everything about her life was Two-Face. That time, for first start. And it started from there. Everything about she breathed. She didn't even go to school.
Wow.
Because of passion. For what? But Natasha is not like that. So Natasha, she's handling Two-Face the best way she can handle him based on what she has seen with. Apart from Annie, there's so many women at the back where people know they come out, they talk. Annie was just the main one. There were so many women.
Jacinta has raised her hand to indicate ex-hood.
Yeah. So my point is whether now this man give her more or now the thing is, as far as Two-Face was doing it, Annie would do it. Because she was so much in love with him and she was ready to do anything to keep him, that she wasn't facing the real problem that was him. She was facing the surrounding problems that were the people following him. But Natasha is facing the real problem. Putting Two-Face in check. Two-Face do anything, give her war.
So do you think that the war and the war that she's giving Two-Face is okay? Do you think it's right?
It's not right, because how will you be woman the beat man? Where did they sit down one? The Two-Face that we know, he could still leave the Natasha. I said maybe Natasha hold on with that, the beneath. Two-Face is not destined for one woman. So the earlier people know all this things, the better. Because see, when you know a man's behavior, when there's a difference between when money no day and when he don't begin to see change. I knew him when he started plantation boys. They go out cricket joints for the next block after his house. But we knew him when he blew, because when he blew, he still came back to First Stack. Even when he had the house in Ikoyi and all of them places, he still came back to First Stack because that's his route. He was still established in First Stack. His nightclub was in First Stack, everything. So there was a different Two-Face too. Between that time and the time where it don't really blow. 7th Avenue, this person they stay face. I know in Mama house. What do they call them? Black face too. I know in Mama house. For I think 5th Avenue or so. They're all First Stack boys. The thing is, Two-Face not before one woman at all. So Natasha, that in time, this is her time now, but it go expire. Except, the other, she do the other thing in her bed. This is her time. Slapping a man, beating a man, all those things. It doesn't mean anything, because there are so many women that did more for Two-Face, apart from Annie, that we don't want to say outside. There are so many women that put their life down for Annie, gave him money. There's a particular woman that invested so much in him, we make him blow. But nobody they hear her name. You understand? Now Annie name would they hear, because now Annie carry the fight confront.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
So let's leave all those whether I give and I no give up. Annie loves Two-Face so much, say she go take her. At first she still say her husband did one, she go take her. Whether Two-Face give him or not, just to prove, say I will support you 100%.
Okay. All right.
Annie was a fighter. Natasha was a
super
slapper.
slapper, super fighter. So we have a national league fighter and then an international league fighter. A warrior.
Exactly.
The difference. Annie was fighting the women and the men and everybody. Natasha was facing the target, was slapping the target in public.
Confronting the problem from the roots.
Lem.
Which is not even still good because she goes so inspired too.
Hi.
Last
Except if she is the Beniti Hola, like you talk.
Everybody know when Natasha, anybody when know Benin tradition, and when know the family. Natasha comes from a very big family in Benin, very big family. And when I mean big for all aspects. So before you say you want to challenge person from that family, you better think twice before you try her.
Okay.
So any aspect,
all right.
Natasha, except God, come down.
Thank you very much, Tosan. We appreciate this clarity on this case. Thank you very much. Wow. So, you have heard. Debbie, you want to say something before I introduce somebody on somebody?
Yes, so I actually agree with Tosan on everything she has actually said, because let's not forget that Annie actually met Two-Face, first of all, when she was 16. And then you just know that Annie was love struck with Two-Face. She was gone, like she was already gone, because even after he met her and everything, he still went ahead to have different baby mamas, and she still came into the picture. So how normal is, I can't say how, let me not say how normal is she, because married women will come for me, I cannot understand. But the truth is, as I can't even understand the kind of love or the kind of affection or the kind of feeling you have for someone. He has had many baby mamas. Your mind not to tell you that you will not even stay there for too long either. She has stayed there for a while, 10 years. On the show, they were celebrating 10 years. They even did mini wedding. Cheers to more 10 years. After 10 years, marriage has ended again. But let's just continue watching and seeing how the relationship will play out.
All right. Like Tosan said, Natasha's time will come and pass too. So we have a comment from Abby. Abby says, she's right. In no before one woman. I don't think Annie will ever love like this ever again. Yeah, that was her childhood love. So long. Rachel says, thank you, Tosan. I completely agree with you. That's exactly what Jacinta has been saying. That Annie was too into him and lost herself completely. She furthermore says, you have to be open-minded and understand marriage to understand what Jacinta is trying to say. And Rachel says, just pray not to love the wrong person. That's all I will say at this point. Before I bring in our special guest, right? He's going to jump and respond to this question as he's jumping in. He's backstage right now. He's going to jump and respond to this question. Now, do you think it's right that women should blame their husbands or blame men for their bad choices because he drove me to do it, or he made me do it because he drove me crazy? Do you think that is right? Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Wizzyben. Wizzyben, you're muted.
I'm mute. I greet everyone here.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So I believe you must have been hearing what we were discussing backstage while you were backstage.
Yes.
So we were talking about Two-Face and Natasha, and we were also talking about the slap. Funny enough, the ladies in the house actually believe that Natasha is right in boozing him multiple slaps, calling the police on him, because this time around she has to handle Two-Face with iron hand, because obviously Annie was handling the problem, the external problem, which is all the other women that were swimming and meandering around Two-Face, but Natasha is handling the main problem itself, which is Two-Face. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's right that women should blame their husbands or their men for their bad choices, saying he made me do it or he gave it to me, just as Jacinta alluded that Two-Face allegedly introduced Annie into drugs? I'll put it that way.
Well, since Two-Face, like Two Baba, everybody can say anything they want to say about Tu Baba, but for somebody like me, I come from the same state as Tu Baba, and right from my childhood, he has been my mentor. He has been a role model. He has been somebody I've been looking up to, and I don't know him closely, just
Mhm.
from what I see on screen. So I don't know his personal life. I don't know the way he relates with his family. Everything here on internet is them say, them say, them say. The one Two-Face himself said he has not said anything bad. He has not agreed or consolidated to any bad vices that Annie might be practicing today. So I cannot judge him based on what I don't know. Understand? Because others may be free to say it, but according to our tradition, because me and Two-Face come from the same place, according to our tradition, what you don't know, you cannot contribute to it.
Mm.
And there are certain things I might say that they can even sanction me for disrespecting and abusing our ethnicity publicly on the internet.
Mm.
So
But
regarding to Baba, I cannot say anything.
But on your social media account, I put it to you on TikTok that you said something about Two Face and the situation he was going through. And when I saw it, I was like, this is interesting. I love that take. So, can you elaborate and just tell us what you think about what's happened to Two Face recently in the UK with the whole catastrophe on Daddy Freeze's life?
Okay, the video I made on my TikTok account, when I saw the video of the incident that occurred in UK, I said, this is time for us to rise up and try to find solution to what our brother is going through. Because from that video I saw, I was really angry. I was annoyed because the video, like, that was a total embarrassment, not only to a man, but to a public figure,
A
a
legend.
legend, somebody who has represented Afrobeat from the scratch when there was no internet to even push it. You understand? So I felt really bad when I saw that video, and that was why I made that video on my TikTok, that it is time for we from Benue State, especially from my ethnic group, to stand up and find a way to make sure our brother is fine. So when I contacted some persons that are closer to Two-Face, I contacted them and they were like, disclaimer video. And I watched the disclaimer video where Two Baba said everybody should cease fire. That's
Mhm.
like make everybody relax. Everybody should relax that everything is fine. Since the person who is involved said everything is fine, I had to just cease fire and back down because I was willing to move a motion to even rise for a protest. But since he said we should cease fire, that everything is fine, I respected his opinion. I respected his decision. That's why I kept calm.
Thank you. I think Jacinta has something to say to you. Jacinta, go ahead. Talk with you. Want to.
Okay.
So, by the way, Wizzyben, this is Jacinta and this is Debbie. Welcome to chat room. I believe this is your first time on the show, and what we do here is talk about situations going on and try to give light and more knowledge about it. So, we're glad you brought in your input. You heard the caller Tosin who made valid points too. So, Jacinta, what do you have to say with regards to what Wizzyben just said right now?
Wizzyben, my brother, welcome. I don't understand how you wanted to mobilize people just to go and stand for a grown-up man that is already 50 years concerning whatever that is going on in his family. I think that the same place where you came from, which I came from, an elder does not swim with children inside the swimming pool because the children will see his bum bum. So, but when an elder decides to dip bum bum,
I cannot hear Jacinta. Oh.
Okay, Jacinta said she gave a
How
proverb.
this bomb
She
bomb?
gave an adage, and I will repeat the adage because adage is very interesting. She said that her people, which is your people, because both of you, I believe, both of you come out from the same place. She said an elder does not swim with children in the swimming pool because they go see in Bombo, they go see in Yash, so they don't swim in the same swimming pool with children. Yeah.
yes.
So go ahead, Jacinta.
So when Two-Face, who is an elderly man, decide to go and swim in the pool, everybody go see Nyash. And if they see Nyash, make it no shame because he allowed it. So for you to say you want to mobilize people or call for a protest, that was very wrong, my dear. You don't need that. Like he came out and said everybody should cease fire. The ceasefire it means I can handle my situation. place everybody belongs. And I will tell you people something today. You see that Natasha, he will hold with two face because those are the kind of people that he need in his life to put his life straight. He will become a straight human being. You people should watch. You think that he will leave Natasha. There are some kind of men when if women they drag beat, then they come back home. He will never keep late night and he will do the right thing. Don't worry. It's going that's his peace of mind.
All right, thank
Have
you.
peace.
Thank you, Jacinta. Thank you very much. Let's take some comments because there is an interesting topic that would want Wizzyben to touch on also. So let's take this comment real quick. Rachel says, no, y'all are not listening to understand. Nobody is saying women should blame their spouses. There is no other way to explain this. If you don't get it, then you can't get it until you live it. Okay. Abelin says, but he's fine. Ceasefire. But he said he's fine. Ceasefire. LOL. And then she furthermore says, Team Jacinta always no swimming with children, otherwise they will see your bum bum. Debbie, we can't see your full face. We're only seeing half of your head. So now
sorry.
my next question is to Wizzyben. Wizzyben, do you think some level of abuse in relationships as marriage is okay to be condoned? Or do you think that no abuse whatsoever should be condoned in marriages? You're muted, sir.
Okay, like if I get the question correctly, you're asking if some abuses in marriages and relationships should be condoned, but not always, right?
Do you think there are some kind of abuse like this Natasha one now that people are saying, yes, it's good that she was him slap? Do you think that things like this should be condoned?
And actually, if you are in a relationship, for the women, the first thing you should do is to grow your respect for the man you are in a relationship with. You need to respect your man. If you respect your man, you will not have any reason to even slap him, not to talk of abusing him publicly. You understand? You won't even disrespect him in private, not to talk of bringing it to the public. But in this case, the affected person has already said everything is fine. So we don't really know if what happened was real or they are just trying to entertain the general public. So for now, if it's regarding Natasha and Tubaba, I will not be able to justify the fact that he was abused or not abused. It might be their way of even making love. You don't know.
Okay. Coming from Wizzy, the main reason why Wizzy is actually on this show is for him to come and explain himself. The main reason why he's on this show is to explain himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn and get ready for this. Technician, take it over.
Ever since he told me that
That's Wizzy behind.
Mama, I was so happy. And it has been my wish that he would be happy. So on the day
That's
of
Wizzy kneeling down.
he kept calling and saying, Ella, how's everything going?
Wizzy is getting ready to propose. He's proposing, oh. Ewa! See as Wizzy is shocked. Okay. They are spraying him money. Okay. Let's stop right here.
Wizzy,
Wizzy,
come slap.
Yeah.
was this okay to be condoned in public?
Well, this is not actually funny though, but we're already here. This is not good. This is not good. This is not fair. Like, I don't even wish my worst enemy this experience, you understand? What happened that day was not expected. Because If I tell people today, I'm still waiting for somebody to wake me up from the sleep and tell me you have been dreaming for months. Like I'm still waiting. I still don't believe that this happened. Sometimes I will just watch the video. I'll be like, wait, oh, this is not true. I've been a content people they do online. I've been a AI. I still ask myself till today, but what has happened has happened. Now, Ella is somebody I loved. I loved. I no longer love her. So she was somebody I loved.
You
And I
love
had
her.
plans of settling with her. I made arrangements of relocating from Port Harcourt to Lagos. We discussed everything. Her only problem was the fact that I was based in Port Harcourt. Like I spent more time in Port Harcourt because I was shooting all my movies there. Then I visit Lagos once in a while just to come and update my content status and all. So I told her, no problem. Let me finish 2025 in Port Harcourt. Then I can move to Lagos from 2026 January. She said no problem, but she was not really cool with it. So a few days to my friend's wedding, we were on call and then I told her I'm not wedding. And I was actually joking with her though. So when I told her I'm already in Lagos, she didn't believe. Like after a day, I called her on video call and gave her proof that I'm already in Lagos, that I'm coming for the wedding. That was when she calmed down. She said she was coming to see me. I said, no problem. When she called that she was coming, I moved from mainland to island, so we couldn't meet up. Then I told her, okay, I'll pick you up before going for the wedding, since you're also among the Ashwebi girls. Or we even meet at the wedding venue. She said, no problem. When we met at the wedding venue, we were happy to see each other. We exchanged pleasantries. I told my friends, like, Edafe and Brian met her, and they were like teasing her, our wife, our wife. No worry, we'll carry you go Port Harcourt. Then she was like, make una no talk about that Port Harcourt something for here again. No. Because she doesn't even want to hear Port Harcourt. You understand? So the wedding went on, we went for reception, everything was going fine. I now begged the MC that, look, oh, I want to engage my woman here today. And the MC was really happy. So the MC say, no worry, I go package and wear for you. When she dey give speech, I go give you signal, may you come. So it was actually the MC that even packaged it well like that. Because my intention was like, I'll just meet them anywhere, just try engage her. Then maybe people go just notice that they engage her, but I don't want to do one for stage. Then the MC now say, you want package and very well. I said, no problem. Ella was giving her speech. MC told the DJ to play love song, that background song that was playing. Then he now gave me signal to come. That was when I moved from where I was seated with the men in suits, went to meet her on stage. I waited for her. I never even talk with her. I won't talk finish. The countenance of her face changed.
Of course.
As the face changed already, to even talk with her, I won't talk. Because normally I was supposed to even collect mic from her, express my love, her, all the kind things I don't get from my mind. But her countenance changed. And I held back. Before I could even digest the countenance where change. I don't every person comment say everywhere first blow. Like I was shocked. I swear to God.
He
I
shocked you.
was angry. I was shocked. Like Omo, I don't just understand. Then my friends came and started spraying me money and they say, Mo just dey go, Mo just dey go, no worry, Mo dey go, Mo dey go. Something like that. So we left there. On our way to the hotel where I lodged, I called her line again. I call her line. She pick. She say what? I can't cut the call. I just want to sure say na she. And she say what? I can't cut the call. I go back the hotel, I go lie down. My friend say, Mo, come on, Mo, go chi. I say, no, I don't want to go in here. I just want to be inside. It was inside. I started receiving calls like, wetin happen from people that didn't attend the wedding. I can't dey say wetin go happen. Now that was when I discovered that Brian don't post video. Before I even start receiving call, video don't dey in less than 2 hours, video don't dey like 10 million views. I can't say what's going on here. They, I removed my SIM card from my phone because the calls was coming and it was too much. I had to make a disclaimer video that wetin happen don't happen. Now im be wetin they see, na wetin happen, so that they can just leave me. I couldn't use my phone for 3 days because calls were just coming in. When I removed my SIM card, I started calling on WhatsApp. I couldn't use my WhatsApp for 3 days. So yeah, But I still thank God for everything. I thank God for everything. I've gotten over it.
Wow, wow. That must have been traumatic.
Yeah.
It's as if people from your village now so slap them, they collect it. Okay. So please, guys, if you're watching from home and you have a question for Wizzy, please ask your question. I see a comment here that says, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. What happened to you? I'm sorry about I'm sorry that happened to you. That's really bad, and I think you dodged the bullet. But permission to say something in my mind. Go ahead, say what you have to say, please. Feel free." Abilene says, "I beg, give Rachel permission, real quick, please. Go ahead, say what's in your mind." Okemute says, "Two in one breakfast." They love. Okay, so far on
Hmm.
the in the house right now, does anybody live right here? Does anybody have a question for Weezy before I fire on?
Yes.
Me, I don't know.
Okay, let's begin with Debbie, and then we'll go to
Hmm.
Jacinta.
Wizzy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, quick question, yeah. According to her, I think she says that you guys were not really, you people have not really been dating, like, and all of that. Like, people's relationship is not that strong. It's not that moving to marriage level yet. Had you people like discussed about it before then?
Okay. Before even getting into the relationship, she complained that she doesn't like entertainers, like dating somebody who is also into entertainment. Then, secondly, she complained of distance because she was not to shoot.
Weezy, your network is spotty. We can't really hear you. I think because you're mobile, I think you might be in the car somewhere moving. So before Weezy's network comes back, before his network comes back, um, at this point, you will have had exactly what happened that led to that grand slap. The way Jacinta is sitting there, I know Jacinta has something to say. But
Let his
Debbie Reeves, go ahead,
let his
Jacinta.
network come back. I want to really ask
He
questions.
needs to explain. He needs to.
All right.
Because all
Thank
the signs were there.
Okay, thank you. Those are very important questions that you are raising, Debbie, because yes, he should have done his research and all of that. But his network is spotty right now. Network is saving him for now. Okay, so Rachel is saying first, you both are meeting after being away for a while, correct? And then you decided decided to propose to her at another woman's wedding. Did you talk to the bride and groom about it? Hmm. Okay. Okay, Wizzy joined from another side. Let's take this out and put this back in. All right, welcome back, Wizzy.
Sorry, I got to an area where the network is not really strong.
Yeah.
So, so she complained of distance, and I told her, me, I'm an entertainer, yes, and I will not stop entertaining people because of any woman, because I love it and it's my passion. But I can assure you that I will not be like the ones you are scared of if I truly love you, which I do. And for the distance, I have a couple of movies I'm still working on in Port Harcourt. So when I'm done with it, we can talk about moving to Lagos. Then along the line, when we started and everything started going on well, and I told her, okay, I will move to Lagos when I'm done with the movie shoot. And she wasn't really cool with it, like I said, but she just accepted, and everything was fine. February this year, when I went to Lagos, she was with me all through. We shot a couple of contents together. Then behind the scenes, some vibe videos we made, I had to post one when she started denying everything online. I had to just post that one where she was with me and some of my friends that were not even into entertainment. We were just together in the sitting room and I was introducing everybody. When the camera got to her, it was my friends that were even saying, our wife, our wife. I didn't even introduce her. Then I switched the video back to me. I had to post that one. Then when I got to Port Harcourt, she was denying the phone and everything. The receipts were in Port Harcourt, so I couldn't prove it when I was in Lagos. But when I got to Port Harcourt, I was live on TikTok and I showed everybody the receipt of the phone. And I also showed them some of our chats just to prove, just to clear the air, so they can stop telling me that I'm just trying to uh, blacklist the gear. You understand?
All right.
So after everything, our team in Lagos finally turned this thing into a content so that everybody will feel like it was me that did it.
Yeah, your network is bad again. Okay. So you guys are hearing. You guys have heard him, and he'll be back with a different network. So far, how satisfied are you with his answer, Debbie? Debbie, so far, how satisfied are you with his answer? Debbie, can you unmute yourself? You're muted, Debbie. You're muted. Okay. Jacinta, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know why Debbie cannot hear. I think it's her network. She's gonna go restart her network. Okay. So far, so good. You can see that there was no proper planning. There was no
Exactly.
proper arrangement. The girl wasn't the girl was technically not dating him, but he was dating her.
Yeah.
That's my observation. He was dating the girl was not dating him. He wanted to take it to the next level. She wasn't interested in taking it to the next level. We'll find out why things like that could happen. And Abilene says, we need the girl side of this too. Yes, we do. We do. We're going to get the girl side of this too. The plan is to hear everybody's side of the story because we can't just take just one side of the story. So, Debbie, I was asking, how satisfied so far are you with his answers?
Yeah, I've gotten all the answers I need to my major question, because my major question was, or my major concern was, that they had not there was no solid foundation to this relationship to begin with. She had already told you who had that she was not into guys in entertainment, and there's no way you were going to leave entertainment. So she's just there for just cruise. It's just so obvious that she was just in the relationship for cruise, and he decided to take it seriously.
So, do you think this happens in a lot of relationships where they're just there to enjoy the cruise, just there for the cruise, and then one is taking it more serious than the other?
Yes, it happens a lot, and that's where communication comes in. Once you have proper communication with your partner, I feel like you can see the signs already before you even move deeper into the relationship.
All right. Jacinta, what are your thoughts? You've been quiet for quite a while.
Well, I wish network should be because there's I want to, and he seems like somebody who is not also stable, and sometimes they these young guys, when they meet a woman who is putting herself together, they just feel like, and then when that lady gives them a welcoming in, they like to take advantage of what shouldn't be without having a proper conversation and getting to a good uh, landing and knowing their place and boundaries, and then they take up some decisions that they feel that is proper. There's some question I would have loved to ask him. I wish he comes back to the show, and I would really like him to answer me, because I wouldn't want to ask you, Minister Max, because you don't be you the woes. That him when it was then go answer me in that question. And I'll tell him some things that might provoke him, because I'm ready to provoke him.
Provoking Jacinta. Let's take this comment before you provoke me. Abilene says, the girl already told you she doesn't like entertainers. She gave you a chance, and you come up to the show. You come up to show up. You can't show up on someone's wedding. I think yeah, I think you proved her right. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. Wizzyben is not here right now. His network is giving him buzzbos on the other end. What we're going to do is we're going to have him back on the show, and he's going to need to answer, these questions that everybody has, because it's important that we get answers to this. Rachel says, Jesse, she's laughing. Jacinta, I beg, no provoke her more. Me, I don't close my mouth because there is no nice way to say what needs to be said, but you said it all. Okay, okay. So people are planning, people are plotting and planning. So before we begin to dial it down, Wizzyben is going to come back to the show where we'll talk about this in detail. He'll be in a more stable network area, coverage area, so that we can talk about this. Yeah. So what do you guys think about Harrison's situation? We'll just brush on this real quick before we take Harrison. For those of you that do not know much about Harrison, I'll just give okay, let's take this. Okay, so we've taken this, right? And
Yeah.
Rachel says exactly at Abilene. Okay. So Harrison is a guy who has been helping a lot of people who were kidnapped by kidnappers, and then he would go negotiate ransom for the families, and then they'll give him the money, and he'll go give them the money in the bush. Quick summary. This time around, Harrison got into some sort of a quagmire, where Harrison they kidnapped a husband and a wife, and a video came out where the husband and the wife were crying, begging people, telling them that they should help because they've been kidnapped, and the people are demanding for this amount of money. They want to RAP his wife who is pregnant. People should help. So a lot of people, it went around on social media. The family were able to raise money, I believe, about 20 million naira. And before then, one of the family members called someone who knows Harrison. And Harrison came. They planned on how they'll pay the ransom to the kidnappers, only for something to happen and the money no complete. The kidnappers said the money is not complete. They said, okay, we've been hearing this story from different angles, right? VDM side, the other person's side, the other person's side. But the question I want to ask, we'll talk about this in detail next week because we're out of time, right? But the question I want to ask is this. Do you think that there's a point where a person gets to, after doing so much good, that good turns to bad?
Minister Max, how we jump on this have we asked the because going into some videos and comments on the social media concerning this Harrison helping people, was he doing it for free?
That's a valid question. Was he doing it for free? Well, so far from what we've heard, I've not seen any video where any family came out to say they paid Harrison. If you
Now,
let me know.
because there are places, because I start being curious. Why is it that it's only Harrison that could go into the bush and rescue those that were kidnapped without getting harm, without anything? Where the police could not go and enter, Harrison will go and come out. Please, Nigeria, are we joking? There is so much to this Harrison of a guy. And I think it was just a way of God exposing him, because you can't always say you are doing, if you are really doing good and you stand for what is right and just, I don't think he would have fallen into this mess. I saw a video where he came out and accepted that yes, he took the amount they were talking about, but he was paying other people to track or whatever or however he tried to paint the story. But I want to
Let
believe.
me shed light on that story you're talking about. That story says, allegedly, that he would take out a chunk of money, a large sum of money, and then replace that money with counterfeit money, where in that counterfeit money he puts in a tracker, right? Because the Nigerian naira is not heavy enough to insert a tracker in there, tracking device in there. Now, my question now is, when you come out that money, why did you remove
Where
up to 5.4 million? How much did you replace? Did you replace the money, the counterfeit money, with this? Did you replace the real money with an exact 5.4 million counterfeit money? Or no? Because based on the video VDM made, VDM said that some other kidnappers who said that they've been in the kidnapping business for over 15 years, they know how the ransom is. When you give them money, when they're feeling like this, they know how much it would be. You know, and the problem was they suspected something was off, so they said they will count it first before they release the man after releasing the wife. Now, my question again, I don't want us to go deep into it yet, but right now we have two teams. We have Team Harrison and we have Team You're a Thief. Team Harrison and Team You're a Thief. If you are Team You're a Thief, do you think this is not the first time Harrison has done this? Do you think Harrison's plan was to benefit from the 5.4 million as his own payment? Or do you believe the story where Harrison told someone that he would always give the money that he takes out back to the family? And to your question, Jacinta, how was Harrison getting paid?
and another thing,
Yeah, go ahead.
Minister Mess, if Harry says he removed and replaced with other currency, what does he do with the one that he removed? And have we looked
I'm
at
generating
it
a
like,
question here. Hold on. I'm generating a question here. If you are Team You're a Thief, do you think Harrison was taking that money to pay himself and his team? Or do you think he was actually giving the money back to the family members? That's one. Two, if they stated that the money was not complete, that means they found the counterfeit money. Why was the tracking device still active after they found the counterfeit money? Now, if you are Team Harrison, do you think this is a case of Harrison's good destroying Harrison? Do you think that Harrison should have just stopped helping people with negotiations? Or do you think that he was actually doing it for real, for real? So those are the two things that we have. Now, someone is asking a question in the comment section. This is Oselkao. I hope I pronounced it right. Where did you get the fake naira from? Who is printing the fake money? This is a valid question. Valid question. Where did you get the fake naira from? And who is printing the fake money? These are valid questions. So all of this we'll be talking about next week. We don't like to bring incomplete stories. We like to bring stories that are complete with facts. So we'll go back and continue to do our research to give you updated stories next week, Sunday. When we meet, we would have Wizzyben back on the show to come and answer all these questions, because Wizzyben, don't let us send Jacinta to Wozu second round.
and he knows he doesn't understand. Let him don't even play games.
So for today, it was nice being on the show with all of you. Debbie, thank you very much for your contribution. Jacinta, thank you very much for your contribution. But before you go, we have what we always do. What advice do you have for the first story that we took? What was our first story again? Our first story that we took was the two-faced dump his African queen for an African warrior. Well, obviously, from what our caller told us, our African queen was not just an African queen; she was also an African national champion.
Yeah.
So, what advice do you have for Two-Face? What advice do you have for Natasha? What advice do you have for? Don't give advice to Wizzyben yet. He's coming back next week. Two-Face, Natasha, and Annie. Those three people. What advice do you have for them? Debbie?
Okay, for Two-Face, keep up the good work. You've met your match. Remain there. Don't leave her. Oh. Don't leave her for anybody. Just stay there. At least you continue receiving slap, unlimited slaps. That will be resetting your brain. Then for Natasha, please, oh, he's our living legend. We're not ready to say goodbye to him yet. Don't kill him for us at the same time. We still enjoy his music and we still love Two-Face the way he is. We have accepted him. Am I also advising Annie?
Yes.
No. Okay, we're advising Annie too. Annie should just. Annie is in love. You cannot advise someone who is in love. So,
Okay.
I think what's for
Thank you.
yeah.
Jacinta, what advice do you have for number one, Two-Face, number two, Natasha, number three, Annie?
For Annie, just know that you are still married to Two-Face. There is no confirmed divorce, and just keep being yourself and be hopeful. Two-Face can get two wives, can get three wives, whichever he wants to do it. So, and I know that in as much as Tosin came out and said she was a fighter, she never fought Two-Face publicly. Whatever she was doing, it has never been brought to the social media that Annie was being disrespect to Two-Face in such manner. Annie respected that Two-Face was who he was and was her husband and could treat him right. And so I applaud her for that. And then for Natasha now, she understands the game. Natasha is out for business, and I believe they are also into their business partner. And whenever one of the partner is losing the essence of the game, it needs to be corrected, which she's doing. It's just like she's doing it in a violent way, which she needs to correct it and do it in the right way. And then for Two-Face, well, he likes women, whether we like it or not. I think it is high time he should understand that he's 50 years. He's not getting younger. He has children and they are watching his flaws. So he needs to watch his attitude and put himself together and stop acting like a child and be a man, a real man who don't just have two children but have generation children, because everywhere he goes, he will have a child. So he should know that the world is watching, the children are watching, and everybody likes what he do. So let him learn to be responsible and put himself together. Not be every time banner they walk. He should be a responsible man. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jacinta. Thank you very much. Rachel says, Two-Face and Natasha, you are both perfect for each other. Make peace of mind, Wunduna.
No,
Make peace of mind, Wunduna.
no, yeah.
Okay. So, for me, for Two-Face, every time when I look into your eyes, I see fire in there. Fire. Now, Natasha, when I look into your eyes, I see disaster in there. See, Baba is a legend. That's a definite. Nobody can take that away.
Yeah.
Right? But He came out to do a video and he said, ceasefire! Everybody, ceasefire. Go back to your house. Online families, mind their business. Online in-laws, mind their business. I heard that allegedly his family petitioned the police to investigate whatever is going through with Natasha. I don't even have any advice at this point. Let's just be watching, because if we give advice now and then they come and stop now, cannot talk. There's nothing to talk
His
about.
family always has something to say.
Say that again.
His family always has something to say. He has this brother that is always bringing out letters. Annie, he will talk. Natasha, he will talk. He should just mind his own business too.
I want to actually know that guy's married life pattern. What's going on with the guy? Okay.
Mr. Megs, the family, no matter how a child is, if a child is naughty and his mind and his brain and nothing is going well with that child, like when I mean nothing is going well, he's acting weird, family will always speak for their own. When a group, a family, when let me say there is a family of 7 and one is mad, and someone picks a stone and throw to the mad one on the streets, the family will run after the person that threw that stone, forgetting the fact that he's a mad person.
All right, let me
So
pause you right there. Let me pause you right there. Sometimes family can also be a problem. Sometimes family can also be. Hold on, I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Okay. During Annie's time, family complained. Now Natasha's time, family is complaining. What is one thing you have in common in both situations? Family.
Family.
Family. His family are the what's that must word that they use again? The equation, the main piece of the equation. They're always there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. There is a way a family would handle their child's situation that will make the marriage worse. A woman does not want to hear that the husband's family does not like her. Once that is set in stone, the woman will not like the husband's family again, and it could bring to more disaster. They did that with Annie. They did that with Natasha. At the beginning of the whole thing with Natasha, they did that. So you think
no,
Natasha, what?
they welcome Natasha.
They what?
They showed.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you whining me? Are you forgetting when Two-Face mom came and said that Natasha did juju for her son? Is that a welcome?
You watch where Two-Face took Natasha home and they were snapping pictures and they were cooking together.
Whether you cook together, fried chicken, roast, turkey together is what you come out to say. You said the girl did juju for your child. So on picture doesn't count. It doesn't matter.
Well,
no woman wants to hear that the in-law does not like her. No man wants to hear his in-law does not like him. It's a problem. So at this point, I would say, family, please, if your son made a choice, your son is 50 for crying out loud. It's his choice, it's his choice. Let him live with the decision. He's a grown adult. Why are you poke-nosing into his business? Why? If he tells you I'm fine, he's fine. Leave him alone. I don't know if that's how people do from your place, Jacinta. Is that how you people do? People mind other people's business until you make it your business.
Our family. So the mother has the right to come out and say whatever she wants to come out because she has lost it. She didn't do a good job. So she's trying to put things together. Because if she did a good job by advising her son, look, I think her son would have been corrected and do
Why
what is
would
right.
you want to blame the mother for the son's decision, though?
Of course, because each and every time when it was Annie's time, she was out there saying the same thing with this one. So she shouldn't come out and be putting petition to police and blah blah blah. If she wants to handle it, they have elders at home. They should call them and invite their son.
Me,
and put
sometimes I
his.
don't understand you, Jacinta. It's as if
That
you
we're
talk
saying
from
the
this
same
side of your
thing.
mouth, you talk from this side of your mouth. Which one are you
We're
talking?
saying the same thing.
Said something and I'm trying to put it right, Mr. Mex. At first, I told you her reasons, and I'm still letting you know that she didn't. You, it's just like you didn't allow me to land my contribution.
Or you land your jet.
Because the mother always acts that way. And another thing is this: Two-Face is the breadwinner of the family. When money speaks, sometimes they tend to be confused. They cannot differentiate from right and wrong. So that's why I was letting you know that you can't blame this everything totally. But the mother didn't do a good job.
Well,
Like the reason why out right petition that allegedly that Two-Face, the wife, took him and to another hotel and locked him where nobody could have access to him and seized all his phones. So they didn't have any choice than to come out and petition. Was that supposed to be so? And I got to understand that it was just in an introduction. They are not fully married. So you can see, like you said, Two-Face still have the right to walk away. But that is where he will remain.
I never said he has any right to walk away.
Because he says he's an adult. He
Of
can
course,
do
he's an
whatever.
adult. He can choose not to even talk to his family. He can choose not to pick their call. He can choose not to talk to anybody. Leave me and my wife alone.
He can choose to be where his head is being chopped up every day.
His head is being chopped off. Who told you his head is being chopped off? He came out
The
to say,
wife,
ceasefire. I'm good.
yeah. So he's not a choice to walk out, right?
Well, let's take some comments. Rachel says, Annie, I'm sure you'll never love any man again the way you love Two-Face. That was a dangerous love. Move on with your life. I say easy. Heal, recover from whatever addictions you're dealing with, allegedly. Well, this is what I have to say in Annie's case. Annie still loves Two-Face till today, whether I like him or not. She still loves the guy. If Annie wants to come back, she will come back. If Annie can be wife number one. Abilene says, nobody have ever held him accountable until Natasha. I don't think so. I think Annie has held him accountable, but where do you hold him accountable? That's the question. Where do you hold him accountable? And I'll give you I'll separate this for you so you can understand. I was thinking we're rounding up, but let's talk a little bit. Nobody has held him accountable until Natasha. When you have someone who is the breadwinner, where you have someone who on his name you are supported, you will not want to do what a Natasha did, because that will be diminishing his brand. That would take away a lot of endorsements from him. That would take away a lot of things from him financially, right? But Natasha doesn't really care about Two-Face's money. She doesn't. Who doesn't care about his money? She has her own money.
Wait. You say what?
Natasha does not care about Two-Face's money.
Does. She does. She
Eh?
does. I want that. Does.
How does
Well,
she? How does she?
she does.
How does
Natasha
she?
Natasha is a honorable. And I believe, how much do they pay honorables? State
Natasha
honorable, not
from a wealthy family. Oh.
not federal. And if you listen to Daddy Freeze's show, when money enters Two-Face account, she moves the money out of the account. She w-
Hmm.
so she I think yeah, everybody is thinking Natasha. Yes, she came from a very big family. Her name, no be she get the money. Her family big. You know me say she rich.
Natasha is a princess. Natasha is not a small person. No.
What princess? I be what? Excuse me. Olden days princess
Natasha's
in Benin.
for the fact that not
Which
by olden days princess.
which
So for the fact
how
that
which
Natasha
not
is
royal?
a
That's not royalty. Princess of
Natasha
which
has her
kingdom?
own money. Oh.
That how princesses behave in a public square? Don't tell me that. What princess? Who is this princesses for? No. then it means
Jessica,
the
I'm
mother
trying to let you know that
means
Natasha has
her mother.
money.
No, it means her mother, the queen, did a bad job. A bad
But
job.
Natasha
They,
has money. We're talking about the money here. Natasha has money.
I have
All of
before,
them,
no
they are
be.
bad.
I
Natasha
have
has,
before.
I did not say she had. She has money. She has it.
No, they don't have to give them. If they have money, they will not force her to go and marry a man that has married 10
Nobody
women.
forced her.
They did. It was a business because nobody is accepting the princess. She has to be
Business.
a man that has 100 wives. If they, if
Akara.
yes, if they're well connected and well to do, they would have done a good marriage with someone who has never been married. Why will I sit down and carry my daughter of 31-year-old and give to a man that everywhere he goes, he have a child that doesn't have a good character? Hello, what princess? What kingdom does she come from? Uh-uh.
Kingdom of the king.
Kingdom that sells their princess to a man that has different women.
Okay, so in the first place, let's slam on the brake real quick. In the first place, I don't think anybody sold anybody to anybody.
Uh-uh.
That's number one. I don't think Natasha was sold. I think Natasha wanted Two-Face and she got Two-Face, right?
Yeah.
Do I think Natasha is well to do, well off? Yes, she is. Natasha
My
has
minister
money.
well to do. Let her concentrate on her office. Let her sit down on her office and work for the government, state government, like she claims to be, and leave her husband to go to work and come back home. That inferiority complex. That's what is doing her. Goes to very public this thing, holding Two-Face like this, gave birth to a baby, a day old child, and left the child and went clubbing because the husband was out there. Excuse you.
So are you saying, Jacinta, are you saying that Natasha disregarded all her constitutional responsibilities to follow a man? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. They sit, the Senate sits, and they called her attention to it. They called her attention to it. She's beginning to be everywhere, and she's beginning to lose the relevancy of the position that she knows that she carry. Let her concentrate and do her job. She's a woman. If she knows that she has something to offer to the society, and the young ones are looking up to her, it's not by this way.
So are you saying that the example Natasha is setting, that it's not
It's a
good for young people to emulate, that young people should run away from such examples? Is that what you're saying?
very well correct, sir.
So Debbie, I hope you are hearing Jacinta. She's giving people
No, but
advice.
you see, Jacinta has two mouths in this thing. Oh. Jacinta
I don't
was the same person that
Jacinta
said
always
that
have too much in everything.
Two-Face provoked. Jacinta was the same person that said Two-Face provoked Natasha, and there's a kind of provocation that you give to a woman that will warrant this. Now Jacinta is here shouting again at Natasha. Pick a side,
Debbie,
Jacinta. Which one are you on?
Debbie, the same you that said a woman should not slap a man, no matter how the man provoke
Exactly, and
you.
I still stand on it. Yes,
Eh?
I still stand
Good.
on it.
So
I still stand.
when a princess, like you said, that came from a royal background, that has a dirty character, to when a man provokes her and she slaps that man, what do you call it?
I
It's
am
like
not talking about. It's a slapful princess, a princess with a bad character. But what I was trying to let you know is you were saying that the whole topic here, the whole talk about the whole thing we're talking about here is that I say Jacinta, oh hey Jacinta, you're not Natasha in Jesus' name. Was that
Amen.
Natasha is relying on Two-Face's money. That was what we were talking about just now. And I
That
said
is
no,
why I
she is not. She has money
wait.
of her own. She is actually wealthy. Do you
Now let me
understand?
ask you, Debbie, you are working with the state, with the state house as a honorable. Now you married a man who his job is to travel around the whole world and do his songs. And are you going to leave what you have been given to do just to follow this man around and create sin everywhere?
Should we go back to the place that people said that as
No, no,
married
no,
women,
no.
there are things you do for love? So she's doing it
Princess
for
Debbie,
love.
no, Princess Debbie, answer this one. Answer
She's
it.
doing it for love. She's also
Oh,
doing
she's
it
doing
for love. The same way Annie was taking drugs for love. It's the same way Senator Natasha has left her seat for love. Yes.
now. Even
Love is a wicked thing.
Love is
when you say
wicked.
now, even though when you say Annie was doing it for love, Annie will respect her husband in the public. Right in Annie's presence, Two-Face can do rubbish. That's one thing I want you to know. If you understand my point, you should know that I'm talking about this is a legend. And no woman should misbehave like that. That's why I have to draw it back to her. I wish you would be here. And I would tell her to her face that you are a bad princess. Raised by bad Lolo.
And Jacinta looks more like the princess today, like an Igbo princess.
Debbie, leave me alone.
Okay, ceasefire, please. Kindly ceasefire. Yeah, kindly ceasefire. Wizzy, you're back.
Ah,
Wizzyben.
Sorry for my network. We went for an award, so we're on our way back. You get one part
Oh.
of the way, go network, no day.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for coming back. But as it did right now, we have planned to, we had a unanimous vote, and we say we want to have you back next week, so that, because a lot of people had a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
So is it possible to have you back next week, Sunday, by this same time, so that we can fire down?
Okay, maybe we'll discuss that on WhatsApp, so I check my schedule too.
Yeah, perfect. It was lovely having you on the show. Thank you very much. Trust me, man, a lot of people had questions, and you can't disappear, and everybody, even Jacinta, where they your side, Jacinta say she wanted to ask you question and blast you. I say, ceasefire until next week.
No problem. Next week they can bring all their questions.
Perfect. So I'll call you after the show, okay?
No problem. Thank you so much.
All right, my brother. Take care. All right. So that was Wizzyben. He'll be back next week. You guys should just stay tuned. You get your questions ready and your popcorn ready. Okay? Princess Jacinta, you and Debbie have finished the area. So let's take some comments before we run. Rachel says, Two-Face, listen to Jacinta's advice. You have to do better. You have to do better to be a responsible man / father / husband. Furthermore said, no, Jacinta, you know the family she's coming from. If anything, I believe Two-Face is with her for the financial stability. She also brings. Natasha Nahim retirement plan. Okay. While Ibu were busy fighting up and down, she wrote Chimo. Abby wrote fire everywhere. She wrote at Abby call fire service. Okay. So decorum. Let there be peace. Okay. Let there be peace. So Debbie is back. And it was nice having all of you on the show. We're going to do this next week. Wizzyben is going to be back next week. We're going to give you updates on Harrison and updates on new rights. Okay? This is what we do from all of us here. Take very good care of yourself and have a lovely weekend. Okay? All right. It's your boy, Matt. I want to introduce a show to you called Chat Room.